Cherished memories of my second home. When I was 10 years old, after a year-end catechism exam, I was presented with a book.
The book is about இயேசுவின் சிறு மலர் புனித சின்ன திரேசாள்.
After reading her autobiography, Saint Therese of the Child Jesus became my favorite saint. Later, I realized, Therese's spirituality is simple and she calls it her little way. Therefore, I believe that becoming a saint is to do the ordinary things of life with extraordinary love, but, frankly, I am not there yet. But no doubt I'm on the way. Thanks to the goodness and love of God. I have reasons to say the above details, because the desire to become a religious sister started after reading Saint Therese's book. Besides, it was surprisingly on the 1st of October 2004, on her feast day, that I entered the novitiate with my companions, desired to become a nun belonging to the Holy Family of Bordeaux. I still remember the experience of the train journey, when it left Colombo Fort Station. I was a little nervous thinking of being away from my known, to the unknown for 2 years and how it would be, the life ahead of me. For the first time, as I walked into the Diyatalawa community, we had a shower of rain, a shower of blessings I imagined. Everything seemed very new but was pleasing to me. Hillside roads, the dance of trees, distant mountains, plants, the panoramic view with Earth's beauty surprised me a lot. Astounded by the beauty of nature, I forgot all my anxiety. I could see the newness, quietness everywhere. The same feeling of enthusiasm was expressed by my companions too. A house of silence and prayer. Eight of us began our courageous 2-year, 2004 to 2006, journey of the novitiate formation in this charming place called Novitiate, Diyatalawa. Novitiate means a place of silence, and being true to its name, this house never failed to give us a conducive environment to pray, to integrate and to continue our inward journey, finding God and dwelling in the relationship, and enjoying that presence. Each day there was some time spent in prayer and meditation in our small garden. There I experienced a new way of seeing, admiring nature and enjoying my inner freedom. As we got to know more about our founder Pierre Bienvenu Noailles and our charism, we gradually began to allow the Spirit of God alone to permeate our life. The community. Certainly, and best of all, it was the community that helped, inspired relationship and gave open support to take constructive steps forward. We were privileged to have SRS, Angela Jesuthason, Petronilla Vincent, Laurentia Lambert and Thiru Calvarani Alas as members of the formative community. The awaited task of every month was to work the entire morning of a day in the garden. This was how we connected to our Mother Earth. It was very encouraging experience to find sisters bringing snacks, drinks for us while working and joining us in the task. Although many of our neighbors are Sinhala speaking, but we associated with them without any inhibition or barrier. I still remember a small girl from the family across the road who used to visit us often to see our cows, dogs, and poultry. The army commander from the nearby camp bought milk from us. All these were a proof that the Diyatalawa community was open to embrace the diversity. Welcoming sadness, sitting with the pain of loss. On the 4th of December 2004, right after 3 months of my stay in Diyatalawa novitiate, then I was given the responsibility as sacristan. At 5 in the morning while preparing oil lamp to be lit before the Blessed Sacrament, Sister Angela Jesuthason, our novice mistress, called me to share the heartbreaking news of my father's demise. 6 months after I heard my nephew, who was only 10 years, much too young, completed his journey on this earth and was called to eternal life. 2 of these losses were very painful. I was able to attend my father's funeral, but not for the other. Whenever I felt sad, sitting down heavily under the guava tree just below the chapel, I tried to let out my anger of losing them, anxiety, and my grief for a while, and come back to normalcy. Here I would like to thank even today for all my companions and sisters who supported me to go through this hard time. A welcome and a farewell. As accustomed in the novitiate community, Every year we say farewell to some as they finish the first phase of their formative journey and welcome the newcomers who will begin their formation. This allowed encountering many persons and allowing them to enter into my life and connecting with them just at the right moment. When the time was right, on September 12, 2006, we bade farewell to our novitiate. And we committed ourselves to God through our first profession of vows into the hands of Margaret Muldoon, the then Superior General. When I look back and reflect on my life in Diyatalawa, how much I have learned, how often I had been comforted, how many times I have experienced joy, it reminds me of the endless possibilities, chances, and opportunities of life. Each of us seeks to know our personal identity, and I would say while I was in Diyatalawa I gained my identity, being shaped through painful and joyful experiences and above all meeting my God. Thank you Nusansala Amaya. I salute you for your 25 years of service to many souls in the Holy Family. Annie Anthanipillai. 2006 Novitiate Batch.